Hello, ladies. Welcome to official day one of our Kingdom Fast. I am so proud and thankful and delighted that you are here joining us. This is a journey that we are going to take together. Don't be afraid. Just know that everything you're going to do for now, go on. Know that you have a full 100% protection of God. Fasting is not easy, but just what we are called to fast. It is a command because that's what the Bible said. When you fast, it didn't say if you fast, it said when you fast. That means it's actually waiting for us to fast, okay? And I'm so grateful that you say yes to Kingdom Fast. I'm telling you, it's going to be an amazing journey. You're going to discover a lot about your spiritual life, your prayer life. You're also going to discover some physical things about your body, okay? This flesh right here, okay? So I'm gonna go and just do a little bit of housekeeping. I know as we're going through this, I also want to just think about it. What do you need right now from God? Okay, we all know that fasting is a spiritual reservoir. How empty are you, or how full are you? What type of reservoir you wanna have? The good thing is when we fast, we are accumulating, things, okay? Because it's like that's the video that Regina shared, was saying that fasting is like a digging a well. Just imagine that in your mind. Digging a well, okay? And the Bible said Jesus is the well, the water we're never gonna run out. A living water. So now that we connect ourselves to the Father intentionally, we are sinking with him. There's so much water that you can get. But how big you want your tank to be? That is between you and God. How much you want this fast to do? How much you want to be connected with God? Because no, we don't change God, but we change us to line up with his word, with his principle. And that's why we are going to this. Serving God is a sacrificial journey. And I want you, when you go into this, when you feel weak, that just remind you that only in God we can rely on ourselves too. Some days you wake up, you have a lot of energy, you can get a lot of things done. Some days it's not. One thing that I want you to do, that I encourage you to do, wake up in the morning. Don't let people around you, your family can tell your family, but your coworkers, they don't need to know. Wake up in the morning, take your fresh shower, do your makeup, whatever make you feel good. Go to work. People ask you, you want to eat? Because trust me, especially when you're going to day 2, day 3, you see a lot of people are going to invite you to stop. People that even never ask you to eat before, they will bring you, co-workers will bring you food. Just, I'm not eating. Why? I'm just not eating. I'm not feeling it. Thank you. That's it. You don't need to say anything else. Okay? And I know sometimes some of us probably will be in a situation where he's our boss and something you need to do and you require, if you God lead you, that's fine. But we have to have that discretion just to make sure that it's between God and I. Because we don't want the reward to be given by man. We want God to reward us. Okay? And then, what else I want you to have a notepad and a pen by your bed. I promise you, you're going to have some amazing dream. And those are the way, because God said, I communicate. He communicates with dreams. Sometimes he will speak to our spirit in the physical sense. Sometimes it's when we are sleeping. God is able to do anything. He will use all the mean. And he knows you best. God knows how to speak to me. He knows how to speak to somebody else. Because God knows us individually. Okay? So have a pen, and it worked for me all the time. Take notes. If you're taking a shower, God's going to speak through those waves for you, okay? Or to you, I want to say. It's going to be nice, ladies. I don't want you to go into this and feel like, oh my goodness, oh, I'm hungry. No. Actually, you are feasting the spirit. While we crucify the flesh, the body, the flesh, the spirit is getting high and high. It's ranking high. We're getting generous. Hallelujah. The rank of generous. Okay. Who doesn't want that? Okay. We're getting those rank because we sacrifice our body, our flesh. When the Bible said that pick up your cross and follow me, it's not literally like a cross. It's whatever is in our life, whatever we are carrying. This is the time now to leave all of that into the feet of Jesus. And I promise you, you are not going to come back the way you go in. I know that for sure. And I know this fast is so special to the point that I'm telling you, I can't even sit down here and tell you everything that I'm seeing in the spiritual realm on my own life. And I know you're going to see so much. You have so much. A lot of us going to have a lot of testimony. And all of us. God's going to use you in a mighty way. So I am employ you for making the leap. And also, when we fast as corporate fast, this fast right here is not a solo fast. So I encourage you to show up. I read the scripture the other day about when we, the Bible says, when two or two gather together, I'm in the midst. Actually, that comes with responsibility. You got to gather first. If you don't gather, the Bible says he's not. He said 2 or 3 gather. That gathering, just what? It poses a responsibility for my part, your part. So if you're on this group, and I'm making this clear, ladies, in a loving way, okay? Because I love you and I want to make sure that the enemy doesn't have a hint you out. If you say yes to this part, you on this group, that God sees us as a community, not individually, okay? So when we say prayer time, please show up. Because that's how we're going to all put our mind, our heart together and call heaven. And whatever we bound, going to be bound. Whatever we lose, we lose. Because God is the midst of it. But when we don't have that collectivity, when some people show up, some people don't show up, that breakout, that's a window already out there. Because when we are in the group, it's like a door closed. God, it's like being in the ark, Noah ark, okay? When the time came, God said, nobody else is into it. It just closed, right? Noah cannot put some animal out that is already closed, sealed. So you and I, as we say yes to this fast collectively, is sealed. The ark, the boat is sealed, guys. And it's going to take a smooth ride. So I encourage you to show up for the prayer. Now, for housekeeping, if you feel like you can't show up on the prayer, you just something is your job or whatever is the time conflict, and I will tell you, either, you can call one of us, we can pray with you. But if you feel like you don't want to do that at all, it just is not because you don't have time or something else, and I will say, I ask you, you can leave the chat. Because this is we are dealing with spiritual right now. And things can happen. When people share the intimate, whatever is going to their spiritual life, if you are not part of that to agree and pray, then you don't need to be on the chat. And I'm sorry if I'm coming, but I have to be, deliberate, and also the consistency. And I'm just going to tell you the truth. The enemy can hunt one person down very easily, but he cannot hunt 10 people, 15 people. It's going to be hard. Okay? So I encourage you to show up so we can have a blessed time in God. So we don't have there's no window. There's nothing. We are not giving the enemy any room to come in. Okay? Because our heart had to be the same, in the same rhythm. Okay? We sing in the same song. We're praising the Lord. And guess what? Heaven is going to reign. That is 100%. So I thank you so much to say yes. Today is going to be easy, very easy, as we go into days coming, your body's going to start talking to you. But just what? You overcoming already, because what Jesus already done. Because you overcome the enemy by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So as you go into this fast, at the end of this fast, God will give you a testimony. Some of us probably going to be started, at your day 2, whatever, but the testimony is coming. But you got to sacrifice first. You got to be tested first. Okay? So I love you. And thinking about it, how big you want a reservoir to be, that's something that you can answer yourself. Love you, and I'll see you tonight. Ciao.